Mars colonization. How close are we? Imagine waking up one day and looking out your window, not at Earth, but at a vast red desert beneath a pink sky. It may sound like science fiction, but scientists and engineers around the world are working to make it a reality. With powerful rockets, advanced AI, and revolutionary space technology, humanity is closer than ever to setting foot on Mars and building the first permanent colony. But how close are we really? Could humans live on the red planet within our lifetime? Or are there still enormous obstacles to overcome? Let's explore the incredible journey toward making Mars humanity's second home. For centuries, Mars has fascinated astronomers and dreamers alike. It is the fourth planet from the Sun, and the most Earth-like planet in our solar system. A Martian day lasts about 24 hours and 37 minutes, almost the same as a day on Earth. Mars also has seasons, polar ice caps, and evidence that liquid water once flowed across its surface billions of years ago. These similarities make Mars the strongest candidate for future human settlement. However, it is still an extremely hostile world, with freezing temperatures, a thin atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide, and almost no protection from harmful cosmic radiation. The dream of reaching Mars has become much more realistic over the past few decades. Robotic missions have transformed our understanding of the planet. Orbiters have mapped its surface in incredible detail, while rovers have explored ancient riverbeds, climbed rocky hills, and searched for signs of past life. Every mission has brought scientists closer to answering one of humanity's greatest questions. Could Mars support human life, at least with advanced technology? The journey to Mars itself is one of the biggest challenges. Unlike the Moon, which is only a few days away, Mars is millions of kilometers from Earth. Depending on the positions of the two planets, astronauts would spend roughly 6 to 9 months traveling through deep space. During that time, they would live inside a spacecraft with limited supplies while facing isolation, weightlessness, and exposure to radiation. Engineers are designing new spacecraft that can safely carry astronauts across this enormous distance while recycling water, producing oxygen, and protecting the crew from the harsh environment of space. Landing safely on Mars is another major challenge. The Martian atmosphere is thick enough to create friction, but too thin to slow down heavy spacecraft completely. Future landing systems will likely combine heat shields, giant parachutes, and powerful rocket engines to ensure a safe touchdown. As the spacecraft descends through the dusty atmosphere, astronauts will witness breathtaking views of the red landscape before making humanity's first steps onto another planet. Once humans arrive, survival will depend on building a self-sustaining colony. Astronauts cannot rely on constant supplies from Earth because each mission would be expensive and take months to arrive. Instead, they must learn to use local resources. Scientists plan to extract water from underground ice, generate oxygen from the carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, and use Martian soil along with advanced farming systems to grow fresh food inside protected greenhouses. Solar panels and compact nuclear power systems could provide the electricity needed to keep the colony running day and night. Advanced robots and artificial intelligence will play a critical role before and after humans arrive. Robotic construction machines may land first, preparing habitats, installing power systems, and assembling laboratories before astronauts even touch the surface. AI-powered robots could perform dangerous repairs, transport heavy equipment, explore distant regions, and monitor life support systems around the clock. By combining human creativity with robotic efficiency, the first Mars colony could become far safer and more productive. Life on Mars would be very different from life on Earth. Because Mars has only about 38% of Earth's gravity, astronauts would move differently and might even jump several times higher than they can on Earth. However, living in low gravity for long periods may weaken muscles and bones, making daily exercise essential. Colonists would spend much of their time maintaining equipment, conducting scientific research, growing food, repairing habitats, and exploring the surrounding landscape using advanced rovers and drones. Despite these exciting possibilities, Mars presents serious dangers. The planet experiences powerful dust storms that can last for weeks or even months. Temperatures can fall below -100 degrees Celsius, and the thin atmosphere provides almost no protection from harmful radiation. A small equipment failure could become life-threatening if spare parts are unavailable. Psychological challenges may also be significant, as astronauts would live far from family and friends with communication delays of up to 20 minutes between Mars and Earth. Some scientists believe that one day humans might even transform Mars itself through a process known as terraforming. The idea involves slowly warming the planet, thickening its atmosphere, melting the polar ice caps, and eventually creating conditions where plants, and perhaps even humans, could survive more easily outdoors. While this concept is fascinating, experts agree that it would require technology far beyond what we currently possess, and could take hundreds or even thousands of years to achieve. The first permanent settlement on Mars would likely begin as a small scientific outpost with only a handful of astronauts. Over time, additional missions could expand the colony by adding new habitats, research centers, farms, factories, and power stations. Eventually, thousands of people could live and work on Mars, creating schools, hospitals, businesses, and entire communities. What starts as a tiny base could one day grow into humanity's first city on another planet. The benefits of colonizing Mars go beyond exploration. Technologies developed for surviving on Mars could improve life on Earth by creating better recycling systems, more efficient renewable energy, advanced medical technologies, and smarter artificial intelligence. The challenge of building a civilization on another planet could inspire generations of scientists, engineers, and explorers while driving innovation across countless industries. So, how close are we to colonizing Mars? The truth is that we have made incredible progress, but the journey is far from complete. The technology is advancing rapidly, missions are becoming more ambitious, and each new discovery brings us another step closer. Although building a thriving city on Mars will take many years of research, engineering, and international cooperation, the dream is no longer impossible. Humanity has always pushed beyond the limits of exploration, from crossing oceans to walking on the moon. Mars could be the next giant leap. Perhaps one day, future generations will look back at this moment as the beginning of a new chapter in human history. The first footsteps on Mars may lead to the first homes, the first cities, and eventually an entirely new civilization beyond Earth. The Red Planet has challenged our imagination for centuries, but now it is becoming a destination rather than just a distant world. The question is no longer if humans will live on Mars, it is when. And that future may be closer than we think.